Hello everyone. This lecture is in continuation of our previous lecture where we started the textual analysis of Scene-VII of Act First of the drama Macbeth, and this is the last scene of Act First. And so far, as we have discussed in our earlier lecture, that a dinner is going on in honor of King Duncan in the castle of Macbeth. But Macbeth left that banquet hall and now he is thinking over his plan to murder King Duncan, and he is thinking that King Duncan is a person of noble nature and he is also in relation with him, and if he would commit this crime of murdering King Duncan, then it would bring tears in every eye of this kingdom. So in this way, here Macbeth is irresolute to murder King Duncan, and in a way he don't want to go further in this plan. But at the same time, Lady Macbeth came there and she is trying to convince Macbeth to commit this crime, and she uses effective arguments in favor of their plan of murdering, that if they would succeed, then they would cherish a great honor of their lifetime and the whole kingdom would be under their authority. So in this way, Lady Macbeth is trying to chastise or prompt Macbeth to commit this action. So to this point we have discussed in our earlier lecture, and now I'm sharing the text from where we will start our analysis. So as you can see from above, that Macbeth is replying to the arguments of his wife, and he says that if we should fail, then Macbeth is presenting a doubt that if they would fail in their plan, then Lady Macbeth replies, we fail means Lady Macbeth says that there is no chance that they would fail, but screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail. And she says that you only need to do one thing, and that is to keep up your courage, and we will never fail. When Duncan is asleep, where to the rather shall his day's hard journey soundly invite him. And now she is revealing her plan to murder King Duncan, that when King Duncan is asleep after a hard journey of the day, he would have a sound sleep. His two chamberlains will I with wine, and was Sale so convinced that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a fume. And she says that I shall so intoxicate his two chamberlains means attendants, with wine, that their memory, which keeps watch over the brain, will vanish and their reason will fall in disorder. So in this way she is revealing the plan that when King Duncan would be in sound sleep, and she would intoxicate his attendants, and then those attendants won't have any kind of control over their brain. So that would be the suitable time for them to murder King Duncan. And the receipt of reason a line back only, when in Swinish sleep their drenched nature lie as in death, what can not you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan. And Lady Macbeth says that when the attendants will be in sleeping drunken like pigs, as if in death, you and I can do anything upon unprotected Duncan. So that would be the most suitable time for us to murder King Duncan, because at that time King Duncan would be totally unprotected. What not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great quail? Then we shall put upon those drunken officers all the guilt of murder that we commit. Macbeth, bring forth men children only, for thy undaunted mettle should compose nothing but male. Now Macbeth is appreciating Lady Macbeth's plan, and he says that bear only male children, for the fearless material of which you are made, you should breed only male children. So in this way, Macbeth is appreciating Lady Macbeth's will. Will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy two of his own chamber, and used their very daggers that they have done? And now Macbeth is adding his own thoughts to make this plan foolproof, and he says that will it be not believed that those attendants have committed the murder of Duncan, when we have put the stains of blood on those two drunken officers or the attendants, and used their very daggers for the purpose of murder? So in this way, Macbeth says that they will put the stain of blood on the daggers of those attendants, and they will use the same daggers for committing the murder. So in this way, the whole doubt of murder will be on their heads. Lady Macbeth, who dares receive it other, as we shall make our grief and clamour roar upon his death? And now Lady Macbeth said that who would take it otherwise? And we shall lament and weep loudly on his death. And it means that they would show their extreme grief over the death of King Duncan. Then no one would doubt their role in this murder. Macbeth, I am settled and bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Now Macbeth says that I have made up my mind, and I shall make ready every corporal agent. Corporal agent means every or each part of body for this horrible task of murdering. Away and mock the time with fairest show, and you may go and assume the most smiling face to deceive people here. False face must hide which the false heart doth know. And Macbeth also says that a false face must hide the working of a treacherous heart. So in this way, Macbeth is saying to Lady Macbeth that they should behave in a very joyful manner now, so that no one can know or get the clue of their cruel plan, what is there in their heart. So that's the end of scene 7th, and now we will discuss the dramatic significance of this scene, because this scene is also very important in the context of this drama. So now we'll discuss the dramatic significance of this scene. So as you know that the welcoming meal in honor of King Duncan was going on, and Macbeth is irresolute about his plan, and Lady Macbeth is trying to chastise or convince her husband to go further in their plan. So this scene is of supreme dramatic interest, and it has been rightly named as the scene of temptation by the fourth witch. So here we get a newer quality of Lady Macbeth's character, and she has been regarded as the fourth witch of this drama. The temptation is complete. Macbeth is at first irresolute, and then, with the effective arguments of his wife, he is ready to murder King Duncan. So this scene shows more clearly than the fifth scene that Lady Macbeth's influence over her husband. The main purpose of this scene is characterization. So now we are revealed to the characters' qualities of Macbeth as well as Lady Macbeth. And there is also one important part is Macbeth's soliloquy. In this scene, we have seen one of the most famous soliloquies of Shakespearean drama. So it is indeed, the soliloquy is in keeping with Macbeth's character, and it furnishes rich groundwork for the dialogue which immediately follows between him and Lady Macbeth, and it also advances the action to another stage, and the stage where the murder of Duncan is eventually determined upon. So this scene is very significant in the context of this drama. Thank you.